Yo, what's going on, guys? Justin K here with the Concrete 2 Cities team. Now, in the past, we've talked about three types of guys that we see in the industry, but this time around, we want to narrow it down to just two. And what I mean by two is there's a real big difference in the two that I'm about to describe, and maybe you're one of them, maybe you're the other one of them, but I hope this will help you so that way we can point you in the right direction for what you're looking to build and where you are looking to go. Now, let's dive into it. So, on my right here, your left, we got a concrete guy. Now, the concrete guy is going to be completely different than the concrete company. And what I mean by that is they'll take every type of job, the concrete guy will. He will also lose money on a lot of jobs just to keep busy. He's in survival mode, and he's always chasing, meaning behind on bills, trying to get caught up, stuff like that. It's just he doesn't have the systems already built out, and he's just trying to, again, pay the bills. Very inconsistent and dips his toes into marketing versus the guy who goes all the way in. Now, with me, the guy we like to work with is the concrete company. It's not a guy, it's an actually established company that is good at what they do. They normally have very high cash margins on the residential jobs, meaning they're very selective on the jobs that they take in. They don't just take in every single type of job and work with every single type of customer like the concrete guy does. And with that, they also want the right type of marketing, meaning they want to market their company properly. They want to be known throughout their community, throughout their city, throughout their county, throughout their state. They want to be well known. So that way, again, they can be very selective on the jobs that they take in because they have the high cash margins that are coming in. And then again, they want the systems that will allow everything to flow. They don't want someone to come in with the marketing and break everything. They want it to be very adaptable, very easy to use, and very easy to adjust for their team, for their crew. So with that being said, this is who we help, is the concrete company. Now, there's nothing wrong with being the concrete guy. I mean, you always got to start somewhere, but the concrete company is who we help. And if you're a guy who owns an established concrete company, stay tuned for what's next. So this is why we made the BMF program. What the BMF program will really cover for you if you are a concrete company. Now, if you're a concrete guy who's in survival mode, just trying to get by, we do have the leads program. But again, if you're just here to dip your toes in the water, it's not going to be for you. Just because it's like with anything, you have to commit. You have to go all in. You have to be willing to invest and believe and have a good positive mindset about where you are going. You have to know where you're going. And the problem with survival mode is it's really hard to look at the future when you're just getting by, when you're just barely breaking even, barely paying the bills. But again, if you're a concrete company, this is exactly what you need. This is why we built it. You are the right types of person. If you are a BMF, if you own a concrete company and you have some good guys, maybe you're the estimator, maybe you have an estimator, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to cover all of your marketing from Facebook, Instagram, Google, etc. And why this is going to be important is if you're on all of the major tech platforms, whether they go from Facebook to Instagram to Google, who do they see? They see you. And it's why they're going to buy from you. Now, what we'll also do is we'll create a website. Some people, they might already have one, but we're going to turn it into a high converting website that we know works, that's going to allow us to get the most ROI out of what we're investing into when it comes to our advertisements, our marketing, and our organic search. And then from there, we'll handle the ads, and then we'll be able to qualify our customers to at least meet your project minimum. The description of what they're looking for: driveway, patio, sidewalk, flat work, slab on grade, foundation, shop floors. You know, we've been able to market all of it. So it's really good. It's really fantastic. One of our biggest shop floors is an 88 by 144, and it's a good amount of square footage there. And then we'll also be able to help with the follow-up, the systems in a CRM that's going to allow us to track everything down to the last penny with your help, with your estimator's help, which is going to allow us to guarantee. So with the guarantee of the 100 booked estimates, the 100 booked appointments, what that's going to mean to you is the homeowner will have a specific time and a specific date to meet with you or the estimator on site to go over their projects. And we'll be able to track it all. We'll also be able, with the systems in place, we'll follow up with them leading right up to the appointment, which again is going to allow our show rate to continue to go through the roof to make sure that homeowner is going to be there when either you or your team's estimator is going to be on site. And we're going to have a profit guarantee. Now, this profit guarantee is only going to work if you're able to help us out. Now, with that, if you're interested, now's the time. It's the perfect time to get going. Our spots are filling up just because this is our #1 program. It's our #1 best seller for the guys that we're working with all across America outside of our commercial concrete stuff. And if you're interested in that, stay tuned because we're going to have more videos coming out a lot around that for you. So that way you can understand what it is that we're doing, how it's going to work, how it's going to be able to help you. But if you're ready now, go ahead, click the link down below, get signed up, get started. You can jump on a phone call with me. We can go over it. We can look at some data, some metrics. You can use our ROI calculator. That's also right on the website. Figure out what it's going to be. Because again, if we can figure out what your close ratio is at, what your average size project's at, we're going to know how many appointments we need to get to. But the biggest thing here is like, what does it cost us to acquire a customer, a poured project? That's what's going to allow us to really get after it. And how I mean by that specifically is, say, for example, you spent $1,000. Say that $1,000 got you 10 new clients. Then from there, you understand 1,000 divided by 10 equals 100. And what that 100 means is it cost us $100 to acquire a poured project. Now, we want to figure out what those metrics are for you because they're always going to be a little bit different for everybody. Because some guys, you can quite literally, we see it ourselves, we can give 2 people the same exact leads. One guy is going to close all of them. Another guy is going to close none of them. But it's figuring out where is your guys' closing ratio at with your market currently. So that way it's easy to go ahead and scale it up and hit our numbers, to hit our trajectories and figure out where you want to go. Because once you know where you want to go, then it's just backtracking it all from there. Okay, so I hope that helps you. And if you're one of the BMFs, go ahead, click the link down below. I'm looking forward to working with you, and let's go get after it. And remember, my friends, the #1 reason why Concrete 2 Cities is possible, and that reason is you.